Everybody, we are about to get started on our Healthy Hustle call today. I'm excited about it because I've got a guest. I've got a guest. I am really, really grateful for Barbara Swanson to be joining us today. And if you don't know, I'm not on screen because we're turning it over to the experts today. Experts. My name is Kevin Larson. I'm the vice president here at New Earth, and I'm excited to get going. If you are listening to this call, whether you're live or whether you're listening to the recording, it doesn't matter. I would challenge you to simply do this. Share this call, share this information with somebody that is interested in just feeling better. It's that simple. If you know anybody in your phone, and most phones have a few connections, right? Then let people know how they can feel a little bit better because we have just been through the ringer and nobody deserves to go into the ringer and not come out. And after this little 14, 15-month period, people might be feeling a little bit blah, a little bit icky, a little bit ugh. Well, I have Barbara Swanson, the author of Beyond Foods, the Handbook of Functional Nutrition, joining me on our Healthy Hustle call today. And she's always been interested in the world of alternative health and wellness. She is not just an author, she is also a speaker. She is on tour right now with, it's called Natural Grocers, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And doing a very good job helping people find solutions that work for them so everybody, all of us, can not only get back on track, but maybe get on a better track. Maybe, just maybe, we are thinking about our health in a different way than we were before. So, with that introduction, welcome, Barbara, to the Healthy Hustle.
Thank you so much for having me, Kevin. I appreciate it.
I'm glad to have you here because I have a burning question. A lot of people that are probably listening to this call, they are saying to themselves, I wish I felt a little bit better. I just feel, I have lack of energy. My tummy doesn't feel great after I eat. If that's them, they're probably, like a lot of us, we kind of just go along to get along and we don't pay a lot of attention to it. Why should I care about gut health? Isn't it just something that you go through? You get a little older and yeah, you just don't feel great after you eat, right?
I love that you brought up you get a little older, you just don't feel as good. That is probably the biggest con in
Exactly.
health.
Yeah.
Now, what is true is that as you really start getting more elderly, things do slow down and break down, and that does happen. But getting older shouldn't mean I'm 32, therefore now my gut's not going to work right. That shouldn't be true.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So, you talk about in your book, you describe the healthy gut microbiome. What is it? Why does it matter? Why, as just a standard American eater, should I care?
All of it, such good questions. So the microbiome is the latest word for your gut. It's also been called your gut ecology, your biome. There's been a lot of different names. Microbiome really is talking about there's this whole ecology that exists in a healthy gut, which will consist of, in the healthier guts, 800 to 1,000 different species of bacteria, microbes, yeast, and even viruses. This is normal. And most people who are suffering from more severe gut health have very limited numbers of bacteria, and they're the wrong kind. So I like to talk about it in this way. We come to this planet out of our mother's birth canal, and we're actually inoculated in our skin, which is the same system as our gut as far as the body's concerned. We're inoculated with bacteria in our skin, and then mother's milk has bacteria in it to inoculate our digestive tracts. These bacteria, from the very earliest days that we are on the planet as a separate human being, begin to inform us and help us learn to navigate the planet. And having the wrong bacteria literally teaches your body that the world is not a safe place. And so you tend to overreact emotionally. You tend to produce more stress chemicals to normal situations. That can be from bad bacteria, not a psychological issue. And I find that fascinating.
That is fascinating. So that's interesting. You're saying we have inside our gut trillions of these microorganisms that are just living there, and some have a job to do, and some, although negative, have a different job to do, and that's to teach our body, hey, get in the fight.
Yep, it's absolutely true. And you have more bacteria in your gut than there are stars in the Milky Way.
That's insane.
That's insane to me to think about.
That is fascinating.
Yep.
Wow. And there's entire cable channels about stars in the sky. For goodness sake, you'd think we know our gut better. And that leads me kind of to my next question. So having a healthy gut is pivotal. How? How do I get that? I mean, it sounds like, most people, at least maybe that are just listening in, they're thinking, oh, okay, so all I have to do is, go on some radically restrictive diet, punish my body, and eat things that I hate. Is it that way?
Oh, heavens no. Absolutely. If that were the case, none of us would ever be healthy. I will say, just as an aside, the more you gain health in your gut, surprisingly, the more you actually crave foods that are better for you. So that's kind of an interesting aside. What you really need to do to regain a healthy gut, because in an ideal world, you're born and create a healthy gut at a very, very early age. And children used to not wear shoes all the time. They used to run barefoot, and they would pick up soil-based organisms that would help to inhabit the gut in a healthy way. Well, we live in a very sterile society. We are given antibiotics. Sometimes mothers are given antibiotics as a prophylactic during childbirth, even when not needed, which can destroy their child's immune system from birth. And that is why we're seeing younger and younger and younger children with fairly severe immune and gut issues, because from birth, they're not developing correctly. So it's not even like, okay, I'm in my 30s, I better pay attention. Most people, at least in modern society, like in America, they need to start paying attention for their children, because their children will develop diseases of aging at a much younger age if they don't have that gut bacteria informing the body on how to behave. Gut bacteria create vitamins. Gut bacteria help you assimilate vitamins like B12. Gut bacteria kill other bad invaders. Gut bacteria help you absorb minerals. You can't absorb minerals without the right gut bacteria. Gut bacteria create the majority of the chemistry in your brain. Gabapentin, serotonin, everything you can think of that is a part of a healthy mind, the majority of those brain chemicals are created by bacteria in your gut.
That is awesome. That is awesome. So now you mentioned a couple of things there, right? Some of the foods that we should be watching and looking at, like you mentioned probiotics, these good bacteria, also things like fiber and things like that.
Yeah.
Why are those important?
Okay, so the probiotics are the good bacteria that most humans in America, and I'd say a majority of humans in the developed world, are short of. So in my opinion, they are something that absolutely do need to be supplemented. And I'm not big in supplementation. I am big on eating whole foods and real foods and organic foods when you can afford them. Probiotics are super important. And you need fiber, because fiber is the food that feeds your good bacteria. Fiber is the broom that sweeps away your toxic debris of metabolism. Fiber has been proven to improve the health of your DNA and help your cells live longer because of healthier DNA. That's pretty astounding.
That is. Yeah. And it's, if I'm not incorrect, it's a prebiotic, right?
Mm-hmm. Soluble fiber. which is the kind of fiber that that absorbs water. Soluble fiber is a prebiotic always. So your gut bacteria love soluble fibers. So water soluble fibers. Vegetables and fruits, and in particular raw vegetables and fruits, are loaded with soluble fiber.
Oh, that's fantastic information. All right. So now I know that you spend a lot of your time and you are involved with New Earth. So off the top of your head, to close out the call, why should people investigate the New Earth products and maybe just give them a try?
Oh my gosh. So New Earth is the only company that I use supplements from. And there's a few reasons, but the number one reason is they work. But the second reason is because I know without a shadow of a doubt that their safety and efficacy is guaranteed. They are not just going to work, they are safe. They are what they say they are. We have third-party testing as one of the few whole food companies really in the world that does have the level of third-party testing and certifications to prove our testing. So I never have to think twice about the safety and efficacy of the products. And what I really try and encourage everyone to use when they join us are the probiotics, which are the bacteria we need, the food enzymes, which are little miracle workers that help your body break food down correctly to save you vitality on a cellular level. And then the core of our product line, which is the AFA microalgae, is the most nutrient-dense food on earth, and it's phenomenally beneficial for your gut bacteria and your microbiome.
Wow. Well, there it is, folks. It is a phenomenal product. It's a money-back guarantee. There's no reason to not give it a shot. 90 days. Try it out. If it works for you, keep taking it. And if it doesn't, we'll give you your money back. Thank you, Barb. I really do appreciate it. This has been a great Healthy Hustle.
Hey, thank you, guys. Thank everybody for being on.
Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.
Bye.